Just let me hear first. I want to
Hi
see that man. Madam,
guys,
where are
how
you?
are
Please come
you
out.
doing?
Come on,
How
tell your
is
husband. Your
your
husband is
day
up. Come.
going?
Come, the prayer stop. Come, your husband is up. Come. Come and tell your
I
husband.
hope your day is
Come
going
on, come
good.
now. Yeah. Come. Come and tell
Are
your
you
husband is up.
loving
Come and tell your
yourself
husband.
more? You're loving the love of your life?
Please, do you know this man?
That's our essence of being alive, to love. That's it. Everything else evolves around it. Okay? So,
Do you know this young lady?
so when you
Do you know, please, Pastor, can we get
decide
that's sin out?
to love,
this is a friend to my wife that my wife
I
went
hope
to the
you
house one time like that.
Please, madam, stop all this
you
thing
deal
now.
with
Don't stress this man.
with it
Please, man.
with seriousness.
Please, this time.
You know,
Where's that gift?
especially you that are in committed relationships and marriages and stuff. Do you know the blessing that comes when you are faithful with your husband? You're devoted to your marriage because God loves love. God is love. So when you treat each other with love, there's so much blessing. You can achieve more. You know. So I hope you know that it's a blessing to treat your loved one with kindness and love, to respect your vows, you know. I really feel like when it comes to like legal marriage, it is so blessed because the hand of the Lord is now there. The presence of the Lord is in there. So imagine if you have that going and you two are working together as a team, how much you will accomplish, how much you will achieve. You know? Sometimes I just think and wonder like how much, if I had not divorced, how much further we would have gone, we would have been. You know? You work as a team, husband and wife together, loving each other. Already you have the favor of the Lord because you've concentrating. You know what I mean? It's consecrated. It's blessed. The presence of the Lord is in there. There's so much blessing that comes with marriage.
This is what you were planning to do to your friend.
That if you guys just work together, you will accomplish more. You will accomplish more. You find favor more. Because this is like God's presence in it. God's blessing in it. It's not just between you and... I respect all relationships, but I really feel like once you transfer yourself into marriage section, you're in a different level. You're in a different level now. That one you really gotta work to make it work. Because if you don't, not only you violated the whole thing, but you committed now an extra sin because the Lord is in there. So before you get into marriage, make sure you're really ready for it. And once you're in it, give it your all and don't give up on it. You know? Do whatever you can to make it work. But if you're not married yet, at least you have the time That's the best time to feel, to check if this is the right person for you. This is the right person. Is it like in different scenarios, you guys maybe travel or be in different stressful situations and see how the other person works. Those are the times you have like the option to stay or not to stay. That's how I see it. But once you've transferred over to marriage, stay there. Except somebody wants to kill you, God forbid. Or except somebody wants to hurt you. That one, I don't know. Okay, you gotta be safe. But if it's just like the trials and temptation and the ups and downs of a relationship, pray. Find people that are like been married for a long time that will give you encouragement. Have a pastor if you're a Christian. Have an imam if you're a Muslim. Somebody of higher authority that will help you to see things through, that will help you guys during those difficult moments. But there's so much blessing that is in marriage. I think, I'm convinced that once you're married, you gotta make it work. You gotta make it work. That point, it makes it work. You really have to be like obviously dangerous or unhealthy for you to think, I don't know, in fact, how to do it. It's for better or for worse. So if you're married already, you've passed that place where you have options. Options are before you get married. But once you're married, why you want to leave for? You work to make it work. If you're not married yet, don't rush into it because all your mates are getting married. So it's like, oh, why am I not getting married? That shouldn't be the reason you're getting married. Some people they marry, they say because the person is rich. I don't know. Do what works for you. But I don't think that alone is enough either. You have to connect at some level, whether in religion or in something have to connect. You have to feel the connection, the friendship kind of connection. So all your pickiness and the walking away freedom should be before you tie the knots. But once you have, you should relax and enjoy the blessing. This person should be the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So don't rest of your life with. So why you want to be tough? Why you want to be hard on each other? You show understanding. You know, you show understanding. You work to make it work. It will work out because the presence of the Lord is there. No matter how difficult it is, it will eventually work out. Do you know that? But there's a battle between the good and the evil. So when you're trying to do the things that are good or right in the presence of the Lord, what do you think the evil side of the universe wants for it not to happen? So you two have to be one, because you fight against what? You don't fight against flesh and blood, the Bible says. You fight against principalities and power. Remember in one of my videos I told you guys that, well, I talked about how when you're close to your blessing, that's when the temptation and the trial is heavy. So always remember that, even in your marriage, that when it gets tough, when the husband becomes stubborn or the this and the that, you should know there must be a blessing behind this thing. That's the time you have to stand strong. Stand the gap. Stay humble. Seek the Lord. I wish I had done said all these things to myself, but I'm here now. You know? But during this moment, if you can just hold it together, once you cross over, the blessing that will follow. That's when some women, their husband will buy them a new car. Because you stayed humble. The woman should be humble. Us feminine, we should be humble. We should not be the one with, in my country, babati. We should stay humble in those tough times. You calm down. You stay humble because it will pass. By hook or by crook, it will pass. So. Because God's hand is in it. He will see you through. And over at the other side of that hardship, there's so much blessing. There's so much favor. Even you will be like, hey, if I had given up, I wonder what would have happened now. But look what the Lord has done for me. You even give testimony. So for marriage people, you have to make it work. Except somebody wants to really, I don't know. That one is madness. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I think those are the times some things need to be done to say psychiatrist or something. Medication or whatever needs to be done to help the person to calm down, or therapy or whatever. But once you're a married person, you gotta stay with your husband or with your wife, because there's blessing in marriage. There's difficult time. Wives, remember to be humble. It will pass. Remember to be humble. There's some lady I used to work with, and I left where she was working now. And I contacted her not too long, a couple of days ago, just to check on her. She's a good lady. But while we were working together, she was going through a hard time with her husband. Her husband was really mean to her. That lady stayed humble with her husband. She stayed in there. She's a Muslim, but she was my friend. I'm a Christian, she's a Muslim. She stayed in there. The Muslim community, the boys, the husband's family, the father is an imam, I think. He knew his son was not being right to his wife, but he was a kind man too. Muslims have it fear, and he made sure that the girl was taken care of, even as the son was acting weird and being very not husbandly. Well, when I talked with her a couple of days ago, she said, Beatrice, my husband, he came back. He said he came back. He said, in fact, I have another baby. So you have a baby? Another baby? Because she already had 2 babies. She said, yes, I have my 3rd son. I said, you're happy now? I said, Beatrice, I'm happy now. He's so kind to me now. He's so kind. She's so happy now. You cannot imagine the struggle she went through, and now she's so happy. The husband treats her like, you know why? Because she was humble, that girl. She didn't involve herself in any other relationship. I don't even think she was thinking of a relationship with her husband or whatever. She was just staying home, taking care of her kid, staying humble. And now see the blessing she's enjoying. Not only is her home restored, but her husband is a different person to her now. He has realized he has a good wife. Don't you want that to be your testimony? Don't keep running away because there's a little bit of inconvenience. You have to endure the inconvenience for a little bit for the blessing to show up. Otherwise, there will always be another inconvenience. You keep failing, there will be another test. You keep failing, you have to pass the test first. You understand? So this one is for married people. When you're married now, you make it work. Wives, be humble, especially in those difficult times. It will work out. It will change. Stay humble. Don't be tit for tat. He's done this, I will do this. He's doing this. Stay humble. It doesn't mean it's easy, but for it to work in your favor, for you to reap the benefits of being married, being humble, and obeying the Lord, and keeping your side of the vow. You understand? Okay. I hope you remember to respect your vow and know that there is blessing in keeping that vow. Understand, married people? For us that are single or that are not married yet, this is the time to know yourself and see if you fit in somebody else's life or somebody else will fit in your life before you jump over to marriage. You have option to do that before you get married. So marry the love of your life, and once you're in it, make it work. Marriage people, stay married. There's blessing in it. Okay, every temptation, try to pass a test. Then you reap the benefits. If you fail it, you have to retake it until you pass it. Okay? All right, stay blessed. Enjoy your marriage. All right, bye.